Hey all, what's up guys? This is Ravindra Karetkar and I welcome you all to the first part of the series of videos where we are going to create an e-commerce website fully from scratch using Python and Django. So in this particular video, we are going to set up our basic project structure and we will see how to serve static files in Django. Then we will see how to specify location of templates folder in settings.py file. So from where all the HTML files will be served. We will going to see all these things in couple of minutes. Also, we are not going to bother about how UI will look in this particular series of videos. So we will going to download a bootstrap template from any particular website and we will purely focus on backend here, right? So before we start, if you haven't subscribed my channel, please do subscribe and don't forget to press that bell icon and do like the video. So let's get started. Now the first thing that you have to download is Python, obviously. So to download Python, just search Python download or download Python. Just click on the very first link and download Python from here. Make sure that download the latest version for avoiding the errors, right? I have already downloaded it, so I'm not going to download it again. To check whether Python is installed in your system or not, just search cmd and let me make it bigger for you. Just type Python. If it returns back with its version, then we can clearly say that Python is correctly installed. So just exit from here, right? Just close this. Now what we need to do, we need to install Django. But before that, we will going to create one virtual environment. So to create one virtual environment, just open your command prompt from anywhere, right? So I'm not going to open from here. I have created one YouTube projects folder. So I am going to open command prompt from here, right? And I will going to install virtual environment. So to install virtual env package, pip install virtual env. So I have already installed virtual environment in my global system packages, right? It is taking time. Yeah, requirement already satisfied because I have already downloaded. I have already installed it. It is giving me pip version error. So you can neglect this, but just we will do what he says actually. So Python -m pip install upgrade pip. So requirement already satisfied. It will just uninstall the previous version and install the newest version. So that error will be gone, right? So so virtual environment is created, installed in your system, right? So to create one virtual environment, just type virtual env and here comes the name of your environment. So I will name it as just test. Okay, you can name it anything as you want, right? It will take some time, and here you can see that test folder is created. So in this particular folder, all the packages that we will going to need in our basic project will be specified, right? So yes, it is done. So test folder is created. Now what we can do, just go to that test folder. In that test folder, there is scripts folder. Go to that scripts folder and just type activate. So there is activate.py file, and as we run, the virtual environment will be activated, as you can see here. So if we do pip freeze here, it will not return anything, right? It will return null because we haven't installed any. What pip freeze does actually, it returns all the packages that are installed in your particular environment. So we have created our environment just now, right? So we haven't installed any packages. So to install our first package, which is Django, just type pip install Django, right? Okay. So as you can see here, the Django is successfully installed in your test environment. Now the second thing that you have to download is Visual Studio Code, a code editor, right? You can use any code editor like Sublime, then Atom or PyCharm. So I'm downloading Visual Studio Code. Just search Visual Studio Code download, click on the very first link and download for Windows, or if you have Linux, then other platforms you can choose according to your platform, right? So I will go into download from here. Just click on that link, and I have already downloaded it, so I'm not going to download it again. So do follow the basic installation part, right? And install Visual Studio Code in your system. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to open this project structure or this YouTube projects folder in my Visual Studio Code. So just right click here and open with code. If you can't see open with code option there, then just directly open Visual Studio Code and open this folder in that, right? So Visual Studio Code will also take some time in configuring all these things, right? As it configures, we need to download our basic templates. So to download our templates, just search Python, not search Python, free Bootstrap templates. I think Bootstrap made is there, and just search here as you wish you like the most, right? What I'm going to do here is we have our e-commerce website, and what we can sell there, we can sell daily items, right? So let's see which looks like our e-commerce website. I think this will suit best. We will check the demo how it looks. This has some cards where we can specify here all our products images and also our items like call to action buttons, all these things. We can remove all these things. It looks like professional, right? No, it doesn't seem to be very perfect for me. I think it doesn't looking as e-commerce website. We will see. Yes. This can be this template will suit our actual project, right? So we will see its demo, how it looks. Yeah, it looks perfect, cool, right? So let's download from here. Just click on free download. Just click Bootstrap version 5 or 4. Alright, just download, and the downloads will be started. Just save the downloads where you have created YouTube projects, the folder, right? I am going to save it has name bethany.zip. Just save here, right? It will be downloaded there. And what I'm going to do, I am going to extract here only, right? Extract here. It will be extracted, and as you can see, Bethany, it has all the data that we want, and index HTML page is there. So click on that. Alright, it worked purely beautiful, right? So what we will going to do, we will going to specify this instead of this image, we can specify any image, because as our project is for groceries, right? So we will going to add image which suits best to groceries type, right? So about services, we can remove all these things, but this looks pretty good, right? Okay, so we don't need this for now. We will going to see in couple of minutes, right? So let's go to our Visual Studio Code. So as you can see here, Visual Studio Code has configured its files, right? So what we need to do now, just press Ctrl plus tilde on your keyboard, right? It will open terminal in Visual Studio Code. I don't know why it didn't open that terminal, so press yes. Okay, so the terminal is opened. Now, as you can see here, the virtual environment is not activated. So go to test, as we have done earlier, go to scripts and just type activate, and just come to the original project structure. Now here we will going to create our basic project. So to create project in Django, just type Django admin start project, and here comes the name of your project. We will name it as e-commerce only. Okay, Django admin. Okay, spelling mistake is there. So Django, right, admin start project and e-commerce. Right, it will take some time. It will create one e-commerce project for us. Okay, so as you can see here, the e-commerce project is created, and it has another file with basic project level files, that is settings.py, urls.py, wsgi.py, and one manage.py also, which is there, right? So our project is created, and what we are going to do here in our basic project, we will going to create 3 apps, right? As in Django, one project can have many apps. Likewise, we are going to create 3 apps. One app will be for accounts. So we will going to handle our login, registration, and logout functionality. All that functionality, basic authentication purpose for customers will be handled there in accounts app, right? In core app or in the main app, we will going to specify all the things related to the customer, because index page, home page, then about page, contact us page, all these pages will be served in main app, right, in core app. And in the third app, that is admin app, in that admin app we will going to add some special functions or special pages that will be served for admin. So admin dashboard will come there. He wants to delete or add some users. So all the things will be handled in admin level side. So, and this project will be handled like one admin and all customers. So this will be our type of project, right? So what we are going to do now, we will going to create one app, right? So Python manage.py. So manage.py is not there. Go to that e-commerce project folder, right? And here you can type Python manage.py start app, and here comes the name of the app. We will name our app as core. So the basic, as I have said earlier, all the home page, all the about page, customer page, all that pages will come in this core part. Okay, so our core app is created which has some app level files, that is model.py, test.py, views.py. So now in e-commerce folder, just click on settings.py file. Let's change some settings, right? It is taking some time. Okay, so this is our settings.py file. Now we will going to create one variable temp dir, and we will going to specify that temp dir in the template section, that is down here. Where is that temp? So template section is here. So in the dir's key, we will going to attach its value as its variable, like. So where is that base dir? So I am going to create temp dir and just specify base dir here. So we will going to append this base dir with our templates folder. So templates folder will come here. We will going to create that templates folder. Just save this and copy this temp dir and just specify that temp dir here. Just paste here, or you can type type here, right? So just save this, and what we need to do here, go to the upper level project folder, that is e-commerce, and just right click and click on the new folder and create templates folder there. So templet, make sure that this name and this name that we have specified in that team dir variable is same, right? So now what we can do here is, we will going to specify our app in installed app section. So just write comma, and here we will name it as core, which is our app name, and just write comma again, right? Just save this. So we have specified our project name, right? App name in our installed apps. Now what we need to do, just come down here. Static URLs is there, and here is the static file, CSS, JavaScript, images. Now Django has different formatting technique of serving static files, right? So here is the link that they have given. Just copy this link. I'm trying to explain you all these things. I hope that you are getting everything. If you don't get anything at any particular time, just write or just comment me down there in the video, right? So I will try to answer your all questions, right? So as you can see here, make sure, let me make it bigger for you. So make sure that your django.contrib.static files is included in your installed apps. So we will see in our installed app section, where is that? Install apps, we have django.contrib.static files. So it is there. Now what static URL is also there, as we have seen earlier. And what we need to do, we need to just write load static in our HTML files, and we will specify this type of template tagging, which is called Jinja template tagging there, right? So what extra we need to do, yes, it has given us a static file dir. Just copy here and just close this. We don't need this, and just come down here and specify that static dir's template. We don't want this. So as we have created templates folder here, we will going to create a static folder, right? So static folder will come here. Now almost the static part, that is part of templates and static, we have specified all that things. Now what we need to do here is, in this Bethany, just go to that project part and index.html files. What we can do here, just copy this index.html file and go to that e-commerce templates, and here just create one again folder, which is name of your app, right? So we have named as core, so we will name it as core only. Just go to that core and paste that index.html file here. So we will going to take care of that in Visual Studio Code itself. Alright, just come back, and again what we need to do, assets. So just copy all these assets, Control C, and in e-commerce, and go to the static and just paste here. Okay, so just paste here. If you think you are getting confused here, so I have created one particular video regarding how static files are served in the development of a website, right? So you can see in the I button there, or I will give all that links in my description, right? So now what we have done here, we pasted that index.html file inside that templates folder. So just open that index.html file. Before that, we will going to check whether our setup is perfectly done or not. So just type python manage.py run server. So if a server runs successfully, then our basic project configuration is successful, right? So you don't have you don't have to worry about this red looking message here. So we have 18 unemployed migrations. So don't worry about that. So it has given us URL, right? So this is localhost 8000. So just copy this, or just close this one. We don't need this. Just type localhost : and 8000. Okay, so as you can see here, the Django is successfully configured, right? Now come to that index.html file. Now what we need to do, inside that the HTML tag static, before serving this, what we need to do, so what we will do now, we will going to set up our URLs files, right? So just close all these things and just come to the project level e-commerce and just click on urls.py file. So what we need to do here is we will going to specify URLs for our folder. So by looking to these URLs, the specific function that we will going to write in views files, in that particular views file, if whatever file or whatever templates we are going to render, that will be displayed in the screen, right? So all the URLs we will going to set up here, but this is project level urls.py file. So what we can do here, as you can see from django.urls import path, just write comma and include is special function, right? So just write path here. What we can do here, we will not going to specify here anything, right? Just click comma, just write comma, include, and here we will going to include our core level urls.py file, which is not created yet. So we will going to create it. Just save this. So I'm going to explain you this in couple of minutes, right? So in this core app level project structure, as you can see, there is no urls.py file. Just right click and new file and write urls.py. So we will going to specify our URLs regarding our main home page, right? Regarding our basic main page, we will going to specify all that URLs here, right? So what it actually does here is when the computer or the server actually sees this URL patterns, it will see this admin level also, admin / and all admins.site.urls, and here as you can see we have specified nothing, that is which is / only, which is home page, right? And we are including this core.urls.py file, right? So in the urls.py file which is specified in the core, it will going to look there in that particular file. Okay, so actually this is how it works. It is taking time. So urls.py file from core folder is created. So just write from django.urls import path, right? And here we is going to specify URL patterns. So path. So here I am not going to specify anything, which means nothing. So just write comma, then views dot what we can do, index, right? And name equal to index. So we will going to create one special function named index there, and we will going to render our index.html file there after applying for some particular logic, right? Just save this and okay, so we don't need here this thing for now. Also we don't need this, right? So just click on the views.py file, and here we will going to create one view. So def index. So make sure that this name and this name that you have specified in the URLs matches, right? So def index, we will take request here, and we will going to return render request along with that app file, right? That is index.html file, right? So where is that index.html? core/index.html file, right? Just save this, and I think it should run perfectly. So python manage.py run server. So I think there should not be any problem. Okay, URL patterns is not defined. Where is that? In urls.py file, right? Okay, in urls.py file here. So URL patterns. Line e-commerce core urls.file, right? What we have missed here? URL patterns. Okay, sorry. Okay, now this should work. Just save this. It will going to reload. Views is not defined. Okay, so we need to import views here. So from core import views. So we need to import this views file in our urls.py file. So instead of core, you can just specify dot here. So we're not going to do that here because to avoid conflict. So from core import views, and as you can see here, it is perfectly working, right? Just reload this page, and you will see this ugly looking website because not all static files are not served here, right? So we will going to serve all the bootstrap files, all the static files here in the index.html file. That is our primary work, right? Now we need to open that index.html file. Just open that index.html file, and here load static. Now we need to specify all these things here. So let's start from here. So assets /img.favicon.png, right? So in the static files, there is all CSS and all that file. So assets will not going to come here. So we will going to remove assets here, and what we are going to do here, just add curly brackets and just write % symbol. Here also we need to specify that % symbol, and here static, and here comes in the single inverted comma or double inverted comma the location of that file, right? So opening brace, % symbol, static, then in the single inverted comma img/favicon.png, which is the location of that particular file which is there, and again % symbol and closing brace. So this is the syntax. This is called Jinja templates, right? Not Jinga, Jinja templates. So we need to do all these things, right? For to all these files, right? All these files which is there. Now what I have done here, I have changed the URLs or that locations of that files like this, that is href static with this particular template tagging method, and I have done all these things in all HTML file. Just I'm going to save this and reload this. So just write localhost 8000, and as you can see here, the CSS file actually works, right? So it is working very perfectly. Now in the next video, we are going to create, or we are going to look upon authentication, that is our accounts app file, where we are going to see login, registration and logout functionality for the customers, right? So thank you for watching video.